Alright guys, so today we're going to be installing a motion sensor light switch, replacing this existing one. This is the one I got off of Amazon. It's a really good one. I'm using before. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the link for this switch in the description below, so you can go ahead and check Amazon and pick one up for yourself. But it's real simple to install. Basically, anyone comes in, the garage, enters the garage, the lights will automatically turn on and automatically turn off. So let's go ahead and get this plate off here real quick of this light switch. If you didn't see the other video, we went ahead and installed the recessed LED lights in the garage, which is really easy to do. I'll put a link for that video as well. But here we go. We got the switch out here. Now, looking in a garage, you'll notice that we have these two red wires and this yellow wire. Okay, these red wires are going to be hot always. They're going to go to the garage door as well as the light. All right, this switch does not have a ground. Okay, this motion sensor switch that we get here, it requires a ground or a neutral. This outlet doesn't have either. Okay, so as you can see right here, this has a green sleeve and it also has a white underneath. So if you have a neutral wire, you can go ahead and take that green sleeve off, so then it's white, so you know it's neutral. But since we do not have a ground, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a ground in here, and then we're gonna connect the red wire, the two red wires, to one of the black, as well as the yellow wire to the other black. Okay, now it's typical in a garage when you have a hot wire that's running both the garage door and the light. It's going to be looped. Okay, now you don't have to cut this wire. I did cut it just to make it easier. These are the screw ties, the wire ties that came with the box. I prefer use your own, little bigger ones. It just makes it a lot easier, makes the connection a lot better when you're twisting up, connecting the wires. So again, like I said, I went ahead and I cut this red wire just to make it easy. Here I have it halfway connected. It's not all the way twisted on, but I wanted to show it to you. So I have the one black to the two red, and then I have the other black to the yellow. Okay, now you see that white wire coming out the back? Let me zoom in on this here in just a second. But what I did is I have these ground wires, okay? And I just took an extra piece of wire and I looped it around the ground. And usually when you have a socket, there's going to be a spot in there, as I can zoom in here, where you can screw that ground wire into. See that little green screw up there where that white wire is connected? That's where you're going to screw in to make the ground. Okay, so this ground wire that we made with these ground screws, it's just a pack I picked up from, probably got this one from Home Depot or Menards, one of the two. You can probably get them on Amazon as well. It's always good to have these around. But basically, we screwed it into this box here, and then we're going to connect this green wire to the white wire that we made ground, along with the bare wire to ground the circuit. Now, if you don't ground the circuit, this motion sensor just isn't going to work. The lights will not come on. So you want to connect the red wires to the black, the yellow wire to the other black, and then we're going to connect the ground wire to the one that we made here. Now, your wires can be completely a different color when you open up your box, but just keep in mind it's going to be the same concept, okay? So here we are, screwing everything on here. And now we have everything connected, okay? Now the key with these twists, when you're twisting on the wires, you want to really screw that wire nut all the way down till the wires start spinning around themselves underneath, okay? So here we're going to program the light for test mode, okay? So if you hold the button down, we get in one flash, that's going to be test mode. This button on the side, we're going to want 2 flashes, which is going to put us in manual mode. So there we have 1 flash, and now we have 2 flashes. Okay, so now we're in test mode and we're in manual mode. So I'm going to go ahead and click the light here, make sure they go on. So here we are, we have the lights. Go ahead and click it, and we have lights on. It's a beautiful thing when everything works, right? So now we're going to go ahead and get everything tucked away here. Now, as far as tucking these wires in there, I'm sure there's a really good method to do it. I don't know the method or not, so when we do that. But now when we program the light, we want to program it for automatic mode. And the time that I want is 15 minutes, okay, which is going to be 4 flashes. So there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. There was 4. I must have missed the first one. And then the second button on the side, we want 1 flash, which is going to be auto on and off. And there she is. Okay, so now the switch is all programmed. You can program it for different amounts of time, however long you want the lights to stay on and turn off, which it comes right in the instruction manual as well. Like I said, again, tucking these wires in there, I'm sure there's a proper way to do it, a better way to do it. I don't know. This is just how I did it. And then we're just going to simply connect the switch back to the outlet. Go ahead and get those screws in there. Make sure it's nice and square. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the cover that came with it, the first cover. This one just goes right over. There's holes in the switch for it. Comes with the screws. Just screw it back on. And the last thing that we're going to do is it comes with a wall plate. All right, so here's the wall plate. It just simply clicks in there. So let's go ahead and put it on. Click it in. There we go. And we're all done, guys. Nice, simple, easy to install. Now when anyone comes into the garage, the lights will automatically turn on and then they'll automatically turn off. And again, I'll leave the links in the description below so you can go ahead and check this out on Amazon and purchase one for yourself. You can also get them at Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, Walmart, I'm sure. But yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, just go ahead and leave them below and I'll be happy to help or answer them, any way that I can. But all in all, not too bad, guys. Appreciate you watching. I appreciate you bearing with me here. And I hope you all have an awesome day. Thank you so much. See you guys later.